Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 11th. We're just going to jump right in here. You have this card that says you're shedding energies that no longer match your frequency. Yes. You have this card that says your life is at a turning point right now. You are ready. Yes. So I think it's a big turning point for you here, Leo. And I definitely feel you're kind of like waking up to your purpose. Even if you're 90 years old, it doesn't matter. I feel that you could be waking up to an idea or an insight or an inspiration that could lead you towards something like much, much better in your life. I feel like you have felt left out in the cold. I think a lot of the things that Leo has dealt with are like feeling like people don't have your back, feeling like you can't get ahead, those types of things. And I feel like that's what's changing for you here, Leo. I do feel it is going to require a change, I feel like it is going to require you to do things that you've never done before, or to, even especially regarding work, like some of you, it's like you could be, even if you are thinking about retiring, for example, you could be starting a new work or doing something new or different. And, clearly it's going to be extremely abundant for you. Like this is very positive. But again, at the same time, I kind of feel like you have to get to work. It's almost like this is what you were always meant to do here, Leo, as well. You have the Judgment card, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. I feel a lot of you are increasing your resources for sure, or you're about to be increasing your resources. It's funny, you have the Five of Pentacles, so I feel like some of you are worried about your finances, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But the Judgment card, these people are in these coffins. The coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin represents their new life. And this card literally says you have to step into your new life. It's time for you to step into your new life, right? You have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold. So I feel like for some of you, this could say that you feel left out in the cold or have felt left out in the cold financially. I also feel like you have felt that people don't have your back, or people haven't supported you or whatever. This could be for like over the past few years or so. And I also feel like during that time, finances have kind of like gone up and down. And so the Five of Pentacles is about needing to focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses. The whole point of the Five of Pentacles is to focus on your strengths. So that's exactly what I would do here with this card. You have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is about stability and creating financial stability. So I feel for a lot of you, you have the skills. He has these grapes on his cloak. And grapes in the tarot are meant to represent something that's difficult to grow. And so, it basically says that he can do something that is hard to do, which means that you have a skill that is maybe hard to do, but could lead to a lot more, success in your life. And that's exactly what I would do here with the King of Pentacles, like whatever your skills are. Or if you have an improved skill or something, I would do it. With the Judgment card, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a card of needing to get moving. It's like you have been called to something new. The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the tarot that is not moving towards anything, and he has these empty fields behind him, and if he plants seeds in those empty fields, they will grow. So the Knight of Pentacles is about planting seeds so that they can grow. But I feel like you have to plant seeds in something new or in a new direction. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, are you kidding me? Ace of Pentacles is a garden. Ace of Pentacles, there's this garden right here at the front of the card. And the garden literally represents a garden. Like with a garden, we have to water it, feed it, fertilize it. We have to give us a garden sunlight, and then it will grow. And that's what I feel here for you is like you have to make sure that you are nurturing something into existence, especially if you're working on a new project, new business, new idea. It doesn't have to be new though. Like I always say to you, Leo, you could just be upgrading. King of Pentacles is a card of like convention. He's a little bit stuck on the past. He kind of is set in his ways. So if you could be more flexible and look for new ways of doing whatever you're trying to improve in your life, look for new ways of doing it so that you can have an upgrade in your life. That's what I would be looking for. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups. Could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you as well. If you want love, could be an Earth sign. You have Earth and Water here. Could be another Leo as well. Could be any sign. This is a general reading, but could be a Sag as well. It could be anything basically, but I feel that for a lot of you, there definitely could be love coming in for you. I do feel like there could be love that kind of, changes the way you look at things as well. So if you've been stuck or haven't been sure what to work on or do, this could be you getting unstuck or, seeing that there are better ways to do things. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have a siren card. It says a temptation may lead you astray. You have this mystic circle. It says use your abilities will be enhanced. So definitely time to trust your intuition. I feel like your intuition could be on fire at this time, or you could be just finding yourself being very intuitive right now. And so I would trust your intuition. As far as that temptation card is concerned, yeah, I would be careful of temptations, but I would mostly be careful of people, who might be tempting you away from something that you're working on. You have the King of Cups, the Death card, and the Three of Swords. I do feel like there could be a very kind of like nurturing, kind, caring person in your energy. This could be love, but it doesn't have to be. This could just be a person who is really going to be kind of like looking out after you. I do also feel this could be you. I feel that the King of Cups is about exploring your emotions and going deep into your emotions and really figuring out how you feel about the things that you want to do. And I think that's the key word there for you, Leo. I've said it before and I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it a million more times to you. I really feel the secret sauce for Leo over the next several years is to do what you want to do, not what other people tell you to do. But it's not even like that. It's more like what you think you should do. It's not a time to do what you think you should do, it's not time for you to do things because you think it's the right thing to do, right? Those are, and what I'm referring to here is like obligations. Like if you feel obligated to do something, I would say why? Like, why is it your responsibility to, fix other people, for example? Or why would it be your responsibility to, save another person or whatever the case may be? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do those things. I'm saying you should have a good reason for why you are doing those things. And I think that, but what I also think is that I kind of feel it's time for Leo to take care of themselves and do their own thing. So, there you go. You have the Death card. The Death card is a transformation, and it's a card of changing the way you do things. So, again, I think that you could be changing the way you do things. Interestingly enough, these are the two pillars from the moon right here, and the sun is coming up between those two pillars. And then right here, we go up to the sun. So it's almost like the sun, the sun is your card, but the sun could also be you. And it's almost like you could be, getting more attention, or you could be hearing from people, or, you could be standing out in some way. You have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords could be a card of healing. Three of Swords is really a card of forgiveness. It can represent a heartbreak and stuff, of course, blah, blah, blah. But, for the most part, it is a card of needing to remove those swords from your own heart. Those swords are in your heart. And you have this time to heal card at the end as well. So clearly, it is time for you to heal from something, or time to release something maybe that you've been going through or dealing with. And, that's what I would do here with the Three of Swords for sure. Let's see here. With the King of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups. Yep, definitely could be a divine counterpart coming in for you. So if you are looking for love, this could be a very solid connection that's coming in for you here. And it could be a connection that makes you very happy as well. So again, that just looks like love to me. With the Death card, you have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration. It's about walking away from things that no longer serve you. What I was going to say is I feel like you're walking towards a celebration because you're going this way towards the sun. Really, we don't know what he is walking towards on the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, he's just walking away from things that no longer serve him. And we really don't know where that is going. So, again, for a lot of you, I kind of feel like you are walking towards the sun, or you're walking towards something that you are going to celebrate. The reason I say celebration is because you have that child right here on the horse, and that child kind of represents like joy, happiness, things like that. So it's like there's some sort of celebration coming in for you. Again, this is the only card that has an eclipse on it as well, and we have an eclipse coming up at the end of the month. With the Three of Swords, you have the Strength card, you showing up here, having to heal yourself, having to listen to yourself. I would also say that there is something here about you needing to stand out, Leo. She has her hands in this lion's mouth, and I always say, like, who in their right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? And the answer is nobody. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be kind of like displaying some sort of skill, or there could be a skill that you are almost, showing off at this time. Let's put it that way. So, that's exactly what I would do here is if there's some sort of skill, talent, gift, skill, or ability, or something like that you could show to the world, this would be really good for you. Next, in the area of what is coming towards you, you have this partnership card. It says you're manifesting a strong and successful partnership. Consider having a partner who can bring the experience you lack. So there you go. You have this workaholic card that says having strong work ethic and giving 110%. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Yes, I think that you're entering into a time where you will be working hard. I do feel like this partner could be a love partner, so there definitely could be love, but this could also be a work partner. You have the Eight of Pentacles in this row, and the Eight of Pentacles is all about the work that you put into something. He's almost finished as well, and that's standing out to me here, Leo. He is almost done, right? He has like one more pentacle behind him right here, and he's almost completed his work. He's a card of mastering a craft, so it's almost like you have almost mastered a craft, or he is kind of learning. He's the apprentice, so he's trying to become a master. It's almost like you are mastering something, or you're trying to master something. He has learned a lot from the work that he has done, and so that's popping into my head as important, by the way. I feel like you need to look at the work that you have done over the years and realize everything that you have learned from that work that you have done, because I feel like that's where the success is with the Eight of Pentacles. Is like, you've learned things that are adding up to something. It's like, I think some people work in life and they just work and they get nothing out of it, because they're just like working, but they're not progressing. The Eight of Pentacles is about working so that you can progress, if that makes sense. And that's what I would be looking at here. You have the Sun. So you show up in a very strong position like 3 times. You have the Strength card twice, and you have the Sun. So the Sun is a card of happiness and joy. I was getting the word celebration on this card, which, the Sun kind of can represent a celebration, or can represent that, it can basically say that you will be celebrating something in the future. So there could be some sort of celebration going on here. I also feel a lot of happiness, probably because you're doing things that you want to do. I always like to stress that the Sun shines a light on things that we should be paying attention to. It's like a spotlight, right? And it's something that should be capturing your attention. So the Sun tries to capture our attention by shining a light on something. We could feel inspired to, work on a new project. We could feel excited about a new direction in life. And the Sun basically says that you need to move in those new directions, because those new directions are the thing that is going to lead to the most success for you. So move in new directions. You have the Strength card. The Strength card is, of course, about being patient. But the Strength card says that you have developed a lot of strength. The Strength card is something that you have to do every single day. I always say that, this lion has its tail tucked between its legs, and it kind of represents needing to, that lion is her inner voice, her inner critic, her inner demons, and she is getting those things to submit to her. So for a lot of you, I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself, and but again, it's also about kind of like a display of strength. So you could be doing something that's like hard right now, and people could be noticing you for doing the hard work. With the Sun, you have the Page of Swords. Yeah, everybody gets this right now. So we're in a time of curiosity. Basically, the Sun shines a light on something that you need to pay attention to, or it tries to capture your attention. And the Page of Swords says, well, if you're getting curious about something, go look into it. Go go learn more about it, whatever it is. And so, that's what I would do there with the Sun, is I would learn as much as you can about things that you're interested in. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about kind of taking the lead and stepping outside of comfort zone, which I'm pretty sure you always get this card with me, Leo. So he has this village down here, and he has the whole world in his hands, and he needs to get out into the world. So I feel for a lot of you that it's time for you to get out into the world and kind of see that there are new ways of doing things, or that there are things that you can do. I feel that, if Leos are going to feel like lost right now, it's because they're kind of like holding on to the old way of doing things. So I would, I encourage every single Leo to learn some sort of new skill, or upgrade the skills that you have right now. I think that will prevent you from feeling lost or feeling left behind, or whatever the case may be. So it's kind of about, this reading is a little bit about staying relevant in life in general, right? And the only way to stay relevant is to, keep up with the times and learn new things. And that's what I think you need to do here. With the Strength card, you have the Tower. The Tower has come up for everyone. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a global Tower moment at this time. We're going to see a bunch of global Tower moments over the next few years. So, plenty of craziness in the world. The Tower is like a shock to the system, and it's about kind of like coming back down to reality. So I feel that there is some sort of reality that you need to accept, and it could be a change, right? I think that the reality is that things have changed, and quickly as well. And maybe that's what you have to realize here, Leo, is that things are in your life are not the same, and that could be scary, of course. But you have this snake spirit in the area of the good stuff, and this vulture that says nothing is wasted. And the snake says time to heal. I feel it is time for you to heal from things, but I also feel that it is time for you to go through some sort of reinvention. It's time for you to kind of like step into a new period, a new Leo period, right? And that's going to require new things. The vulture is about conservation of energy. So the vulture says, don't waste your time, effort, or energy on things that are a waste of time. Make sure that you're doing things that are efficient or that could make things easier in your life. But I also feel the vulture is kind of like a symbol of an opportunity that is going to be presenting itself. So, I like that, especially if you feel like you haven't been making moves or, if you feel like things haven't been moving forward or whatever. I feel that could be an opportunity. You have the Fool, the Empress, and the Temperance card. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith in a new direction. So I feel for a lot of you, this could be about you taking a leap of faith in a new direction or leaping towards something that is going to lead towards more success. I do feel there's a risk that you need to take because, again, some of you could be reinventing yourself like in work or business. So that could mean that you're taking on new roles, could mean that you're getting a new job or starting a new business or doing something different. And, the Fool is about the journey. But the Fool says, again, I think what's important for you, Leo, is that you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from a place of knowledge and wisdom. I said something in here in this reading about you needing to look at all the things you learned and say, I've learned a lot. I know different things to do now. And so now I can be successful. You have the Empress. The Empress is about, abundance, of course. So I do feel a lot of you could be increasing your abundance, or you could be, experiencing more abundance in your life with the Empress. I feel that there could be more success coming in for you as well with the Empress. So, again, if you're trying to be more successful or, whatever, I feel there's more abundance. I also feel like you're very attractive at this time. So if you're looking for love, I would definitely get out there with the Empress. With the Temperance card, only you can create this change that's happening. And I feel like this reading is really talking about you undergoing a significant, metamorphosis. The Tower is definitely a metamorphosis. It is a significant change. The caterpillar goes through a metamorphosis. It turns into caterpillar soup before it turns into a butterfly. And I feel like you've been in caterpillar soup for a long time. And now you're just kind of like coming out the other side, or now you are about to turn into your true form, right? You have the opportunity, I should say, to do this. With the Fool, you have the Six of Wands. Yeah, if you have new ideas or new thoughts on new directions you could go in your life, I feel these new directions could be very successful. Now, with the Empress, you have the Four of Wands. Definitely marriage potential. Again, if you want love, there's clearly a very solid connection that could be coming in for you. If you're in love already, this could be leading to marriage, a family, things like that with this energy. So, this definitely looks very good. With the Temperance card, you have the King of Wands. King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want. So King of Wands is about really kind of stepping up and, being brave, right? And I do feel something about, you are Leo, you are courage, right? And you have the Strength card twice, which is courage. But, I think that it's time for the world to see Leo's courage. It's time for the world to see that, Leo can reinvent themselves if they want to, or make a change, and that you don't always have to be a fixed sign. You don't always have to be the same, right, Leo? You are free to do something different. You are free to do something new. You are free to change. You are free to undergo a transformation, and that's exactly what I would do here if I were you, Leo. So let's see, I'm gonna pull these 5 random cards. I don't know where I was going with that. You have this Club card that says someone will try to make you do something against your will. It's funny that I said only do things that you want to do, right? So I felt that at the beginning of the reading, that it's really important that you listen to your inner voice and do the things that you want to do in life, not what everybody else wants you to do. You have this carrot. It says opportunity or windfall. Yeah, clearly, I think there you have some sort of big opportunity, which we talked about. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So there could be a new opportunity for you to reinvent yourself, but it could be as simple as getting a new job, starting a new business. Again, it's going to be like a garden. Look, this carrot is in the ground. It hasn't even been picked yet. So, for a lot of you, this is something that will be growing. You have this October card, and this tree card says affairs with the family. So for some of you, this could have to do with, a lot of people have been getting this family stuff. I don't think it's bad or good. I think just, people could be dealing with family stuff, and that's it. You have this hat. It says you will be playing a different role. So, literally, are you kidding me? That's what we've been talking about this whole entire time. So clearly there is a different role coming in for you, but I feel like it's something that you're more suited for, something that you're going to be better at, something, that is going to lead to more success. So again, definitely major changes in work for a lot of you. Even if you're retired, it could be what you do every single day. It could be what, your daily routine, something like that. You have this claw card that says, be careful, do not take risks. I feel like this is saying don't take unnecessary risk. I feel it's saying, I think now is a good time for calculated risk, but definitely not a good time for unnecessary risk. And that's what I would pay attention to here with the claw card. But pretty interesting reading. Definitely a time of change for you. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.